Good morning. Welcome back to GP Outdoors. Looks like I had a friend come visit me this morning while I was sleeping. Usually you folks know I like to mix up the content a bit, but this FB2000 Hurricane leaf blower, far too much fun. I just had to get out and do the rest of the driveway. Like any piece of equipment or tool that you purchase, every time you use it, you get a little better at it with more experience. This thing, as I mentioned, is super easy to drive, especially with that little joystick control for the 3 different discharge chutes. But today what I want to do is get the rest of that mile-long driveway done, and I want to test it and play with it a little bit. Try it out with different chutes, see how they work under full power versus, partially closed, and also play a little bit more with this left side chute that has the pitch control. Should be interesting. I also want to take it at different speeds. So you'll probably see I'm going to be driving it at partial throttle, maybe a little slower, and at sometimes I'm just going to open her right up and fly along at full throttle, see how it does in these conditions. This time of the year, we get rain pretty much every single day. You might get some sunshine some days, but you pretty much always get a little bit of rain, and today's no different. We've been getting rain every day. So same kind of conditions in the driveway. Rain pretty much every day, negative temperatures overnight now, freezing, and then they thaw out a little bit and they're soaked and they're packed in, for the most part. So we'll see how she does at different speeds and with different types of chute adjustments. So of course I had to try it on my walking trails. I just had to. Wow, whole driveway's done already. I know it's a commercial unit, and I can certainly understand why a lot of landscape companies or outside professionals make sure they have a unit like this. It certainly beats using a backpack blower, which by the way I love, or having a handheld and carrying a jug of gas with you and heading up the driveway for a couple hours. It's a lot of fun. Hopefully you'll notice today I adjusted speed a number of times to see what would be left and what it would pick up versus going a little bit slower like I did on the first time. Played with the chutes a number of different ways as I went through the driveway, and hopefully on screen, if it wasn't obvious, I'll tell you which chutes I used and whether they were partially open or fully open. And I was really intrigued by the difference between these chutes and this left side chute that has the pitch control. The chutes are really well engineered, the way that they discharge air, whether partially or fully open. This guy here, he's kind of like a bit of a scalpel. It allows you to direct air in a specific area. And I could tell as I was going down the driveway, when you adjust the pitch and you get it right to where you want it, it does a great job of picking stuff up. But if you move off your line, the air is no longer hitting the spot you want it, or that line of leaves, and it will miss. It'll pick a bunch up, but it's certainly not as effective as when you're right on your line. So I think that's kind of the benefit of this left side chute. So the other guys, very well spaced, discharge a lot of air in a much larger space or directed area. Whereas this guy here allows you to zero right in, especially when you're in a position where you've got a lot of matted leaves that are squashed down into the soil. You point it right at it, it'll lift it out and throw it into the forest, but as soon as you move over, it'll start directing it wherever it's pointed. So it's much more exacting, but a great feature to have on this, to have both options. Thanks for sticking around with me today while I was having a good time with the FB2000 Hurricane again. I really enjoyed driving it. I'm hoping that we can go through a few days without rain so that maybe things can dry up a little bit and we can take it out into my acre of grass or out into Guy's Meadow or somewhere where it's drier and the leaves are dry. And that way we can test it out in those conditions. So fingers crossed. If you like the channel, please click subscribe, hit the like button, and if you want to know when I'm posting videos, just click that little bell. Have a wonderful week with your families, a safe week. Please be kind to one another, and I'll see you again on the next one. Cheers.